In 1999, the Wisconsin State Cranberry Growers Association created the Wisconsin Cranberry Research and Education Foundation, whose primary mission was to generate the necessary resources to establish a Wisconsin Cranberry Research Station. The foundation functioned for several years to develop fundraising activities to support research, scholarships, and education programs for growers. All the while, work was being done to look at the needs for a station, to develop concepts for a facility, and to create a new model that would be a public-private partnership in support of the facility. In 2014, the foundation launched the Wisconsin Cranberry Futures campaign to generate private and public support for the purchase of a property to convert to a world-class facility for cranberry research and education. The board set a goal of $750,000 of private capital. The effort has secured over $690,000 in private support so far. The foundation also worked with Senator Tammy Baldwin to secure an additional $1 million in federal support through the USDA Agriculture Research Service. Senator Baldwin and Representative Sean Duffy worked to secure additional funds for the project. With funding for the purchase of a property secured, the foundation board began to review available sites. Over 24 possible sites were evaluated, and in 2017, the board identified Robinson Creek Cranberry as the preferred site. Owned by the Bible family, the marsh consisted of 140 total acres with 33.5 acres in production. The foundation closed on the property on September 27, 2017. The board entered a management contract with Robinson Creek Cranberry to manage the marsh during the 2018 growing season. The foundation then named Wade Brockman as the renovation manager in November 2018. The board began planning for the renovation of the property, including updating the layout and planting to current industry standards, create areas for research plots and variety trials, and develop a site for a modest building to house a workstation, simple labs, storage, offices, and an education center. The initial earthwork was completed in the spring of 2019, and phase 1 of the planting took place. Growers donated vines and labor to plant the beds, as well as equipment and resources to support the renovation. Associate members assisted by donating supplies, crop production materials, equipment, and other in-kind contributions. USDA ARS provided substantial funding for the cost of the renovation project, which transformed the marsh into a viable commercial operation while supporting research plots and space for variety trials and other important fieldwork. In 2020, the final beds were planted to complete phase 1 of the renovation, but the board was not finished. Planning continued for the construction of a research and education center at the station. The Building and Grounds Working Group solicited proposals from builders that were Wisconsin State Cranberry Grower Association associate members. After review of the proposals, the board approved the recommendation to utilize Altman Construction for the project. At the same time, the board worked to secure the needed resources for construction. UW-Madison worked with industry groups to secure $500,000 toward the building. An additional $200,000 was allocated from private donations. Egg Country Farm Credit Services worked with the board to finalize a financing package to bridge the difference in private funds and the final cost of the project. Planning for the building included all research facility at the UW, including the fruit team as well as USDA ARS scientists. The final floor plan has been accepted, and today the foundation is celebrating the start of the construction for the new building. There are many people to thank for their support and efforts to establish the station as a facility that all Wisconsin cranberry growers can be proud of. The industry now has a tremendous asset in the station for discovering new information about the cranberry, as well as developing tools and practices to continue the legacy of environmental stewardship of the Wisconsin cranberry grower. The station will also serve as a center for grower education programs and continue to build on the research conducted on grower farms.